Welcome, everyone. We always delight in having this opportunity to remember the great Bodhisattva of compassion. Many of you have been practicing with us for some years and have a sense for the power of holding Kuan Yin's name, of making offerings to the one who listens at ease to the sounds of the world, following the encouragement of the Buddha to align with this great Bodhisattva. And as we listen in to the sounds of the world with our own awareness, we can merge with that depth of our own heart, which is the wise and compassionate heart. So as we deepen in this practice, we merge with the awakened ones, with the great compassionate ones. And so in this, if you're new to this ceremony, I encourage one just to be patient with the feelings and know that in the process of this bowing to Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and to Kuan Yin, we're taking our body in our speech, our thinking mind, and our awareness, and surrendering to a ceremony that uses these streams of karma for something blameless, for remembering our kinship with all living beings. We use our body, speech, and mind to create so much havoc in the world that we're all so keenly aware of now, within and without. We can also use this body, speech, and mind to bring forth sensitivity, to bring forth the aspiration for awakening, to bring forth the wisdom to recognize what in our life has been harmful, to feel the pain of that, what we've done that's harmed ourselves or harmed another, to feel the pain of that, and to allow us to then begin again, dedicating our efforts for true healing, for the true welfare of all, because we're one substance, one deep fabric of this sacred reality. So I'm quite thrilled on my 70. I can't believe I'm 72, and I'm. But one thing I don't have a shred of doubt about: my good fortune in this life to encounter the Dharma, the wonderful teachings of the Buddha, and that something in me recognized, hey, this is important. Praise the Lord. I'm just happy that I recognize something there and have had the chance to meet great teachers, Master Ajahn Chah and Master Hua, Ajahn Sumedho, and all Master Hua's disciples, and to meet this virtuous one, this radiant one, this beautiful one, to encourage me to keep, when I get stuck in the mud, she says, come on, Kittisaro, what are you doing? So thank you, Thanissara. And I have the chance to be with a family of friends we're all from all different sorts of unique potentialities and backgrounds, and yet we share this sense of our potentiality to be wise and compassionate and free, and to be able to bless this world and our fellow living beings, and that there is something deeply familial, deeply connecting, deeply unifying in our diversity, and we discover that in the depth of our listening. So let's honor the one who listens at ease to the sounds of the world, and give ourselves to this path of awakening, path of skillfulness, and know that what we're doing, offering this, that there might be peace, that the fires of greed, hatred, and delusion can be doused and subdued with the goodness of our activity.
Beautiful. Thank you, Kittisaro. And may you have many, many more auspicious birthdays.
Thank you.
For the benefit of me too. Yeah, so the ceremony guide is in the chat, and for those that just come in, we'll just post that so you can access it. And you can just open it and read it through on your computer or print it out. For those that are new, it's a meditation as much as anything, just going through these phrases. It's a form that inducts us into the deeper process of Kuan Yin, the Kuan Yin process of deep vows and affinities with living beings, the deep listening and the intentionality, the bodhicitta, to orientate our life towards the service of liberation for all, freedom and deep healing for us all, past, present, and future, within a cosmology of beings. So it calls on many different realms and different protective forces to be present, not only for our own transformation, but we are all very aware at this moment of this extraordinary crisis, multiple polycrisis. We're very aware, I think, of what's happening in Gaza and for the people in that region. So we're definitely holding those in our hearts, and also people's in the other very deeply violent and oppressed areas, the Congo and Sudan and around the world. So we're just holding all beings and the suffering within ourselves. We're bringing all of that and offering it into the lap of the one that deeply listens, both in our own citta, our own heart, and this Kuan Yin mysterious being that has vowed to stay close to this realm, to respond mercifully, to alleviate the suffering, to remove obstacles, to open the hearts of living beings, to protect all from harmful forces, and to bring many different kinds of healing modalities, wish-fulfilling pearls, to bring forth all auspicious wishes and to bring them to completion. There are many, many different ways that Kuanyin, Avalokitesvara responds, and is ultimately a metaphor and a representation of our own inner Kuanyin, Avalokitesvara, the deep seat and seed of consciousness itself, that is intimately entwined in this sacred web of life together. So to participate to whatever level you feel comfortable with the ceremony, to listen, to read, to follow along, to engage. Many of you have different experiences of being with the ceremony. And for those that are new, welcome. And just engage to whatever extent you feel.
To bow in any way.
Yeah. Yes, there's quite a lot of bowing. And please adapt all of the bowing, all of the process of the ceremony to your body capacity in what feels. I know as we're aging, we notice that we're bringing in chairs more. We're not so agile, jumping up and down. So please do adjust. The real bow is the internal bow, the bow back into this heart of listening. Okay, I think that's everything to be said for now. There's so much more to say about the ceremony, but we're actually just going to do it. And in the doing of it, we'll experience it and be part of this vehicle of the stream of awakening at this time for the welfare of all. So the ceremony is recorded, so we won't be actually, Kittisaro and I, reading it out. We'll just be doing it along with you in front of this Sacred Mountain Sangha shrine here. So you can also have this, you can put it on. If you want to just focus on the shrine, you can put it on speaker view, or you can stay with the sense of the Sangha together, whatever you feel is supportive. Okay, I think that's it. Here we go. Oh, there is something I knew there was something halfway through the ceremony or towards the end of the ceremony. You'll see there's a moment when we make an offering. As we didn't have a chance, we didn't really get it together. I didn't get it together to induct you all more into the ceremony before you came into this space. You might not have at hand something to offer to a shrine space that symbolizes the offering that we're making of, whatever's in our heart to clear obstructions, to bring blessings, healing. So you can visualize your offering at that moment to Kuan Yin, to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the Dharma protectors, the elemental beings, all beings that are showing up at this time to join us for this great moment of struggle and potential and crisis. So to call them all in, we're calling them all in to be with us.
With one mind I bow to the everlasting triple jewel of the 10 directions.
All in this assembly, with incense and flowers, make offerings to adorn the Dharma realm. May this fragrant flower cloud fully pervade the 10 directions. May one by one all realms be adorned. May the Bodhisattva path be fulfilled, and all beings realize the perfect peace of the pure heart.
This offering pervades the 10 directions, making a tower of subtle, wonderful light. All heavenly music, incense, and countless precious objects are offered everywhere to the triple jewel of the 10 directions. Each offering entirely pervades the Dharma realm, each one unimpeded, exhausting the bounds of the future, doing the Buddha's work, and spreading fragrance everywhere over all living beings. Having received the fragrance, they bring forth the Bodhi mind, the mind and heart of awakening, and together they enter the unconditioned and realize the Buddha's wisdom. Namo, the former Buddha, light of Dharma, now known as Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, perfect in miraculous merit, complete in great compassion, who in a single body and mind manifests 1,000 hands and 1,000 eyes, who illumines and looks upon the Dharma realm, and protects and upholds living beings, and causes them to bring forth the great mind of the way, who teaches them to hold the perfect spiritual mantra, to leave forever the unwholesome paths, and to be reborn at the time of a Buddha. Obstructive karma and illnesses that bind the body are caused to melt away. No one can exhaust the praises of Kuan Yin's awesome spiritual might. Therefore, with one mind, I return my life in worship.
With one mind I bow to my original teacher, Sakyamuni Buddha, world honored one.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way place of mine is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. The Buddha Sakyamuni appears before me as I appear before Sakyamuni Buddha. Bowing down, I return my life in worship.
With one mind I bow to Amitabha Buddha of the land of ultimate bliss, world honored one.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way place of mine is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. Amitabha Buddha of the land of ultimate bliss appears before me as I appear before Amitabha Buddha. Bowing down, I return my life in worship.
With one mind I bow to Medicine Master Buddha of the Lapis Lazuli land, world honored one.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way place of mine is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. Medicine Master Buddha of the Lapis Lazuli land appears before me as I appear before Medicine Master. Bowing down, I return my life in worship.
With one mind I bow to King of 1,000 lights, Buddha of countless aeons past, world honored one.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way place of mine is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. King of 1,000 lights Buddha appears before me as I appear before King of 1,000 lights. Bowing down, I return my life in worship.
With one mind I bow to all the Buddhas of the past, many as the sons of countless Ganges rivers, world honored ones.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way place of mine is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. All the Buddhas of the past, many as the sands of countless Ganges rivers, appear before me as I appear before all the Buddhas. Bowing down, I return my life in worship.
With one mind I bow to all the Buddhas of the 10 directions,
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way place of mine is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. All the Buddhas of the 10 directions appear before me, as I appear before all the Buddhas. Bowing down, I return my life in worship.
With one mind I bow to the spiritual wonderful words of the Dharani, of the greatly compassionate mind, perfect, full, unimpeded, vast and great.
The Dharma nature, like emptiness, cannot be seen. The everlasting Dharma jewel is difficult to conceive of. With my 3 karmas of body, speech, and mind now in accord with Dharma, I pray that it will manifest and accept this offering.
With one mind I bow to the greatly kind, greatly compassionate Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, who with 1,000 hands and 1,000 eyes contemplates at ease the sounds of the world.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way place of mine is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. The greatly compassionate Bodhisattva manifests in it, and I now manifest before the greatly compassionate one as I seek to dissolve all obstacles.
With one mind I bow to the greatly kind, greatly compassionate Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, who with 1,000 hands and 1,000 eyes contemplates at ease the sounds of the world.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way-place of mine is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. The greatly compassionate Bodhisattva manifests in it, and I now manifest before the greatly compassionate one as I seek to dissolve all obstacles.
With one mind I bow to the greatly kind, greatly compassionate Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, who with 1,000 hands and 1,000 eyes contemplates at ease the sounds of the world.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way-place of mine is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. The greatly compassionate Bodhisattva manifests in it, and I now manifest before the greatly compassionate one as I seek to dissolve all obstacles.
With one mind I bow to the Bodhisattva who has attained great strength.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way-place of mine is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. Great strength Bodhisattva manifests in it, and I now manifest before great strength as I seek to dissolve all obstacles.
With one mind I bow to sunlight Bodhisattva and moonlight Bodhisattva.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way place of mind is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. Sunlight Bodhisattva and Moonlight Bodhisattva manifest in it. And I now manifest before sunlight and moonlight as I seek to dissolve all obstacles.
With one mind I bow to Manjushri Bodhisattva of great wisdom.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way place of mind is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. Manjushri Bodhisattva manifests in it, and I now manifest before Manjushri as I seek to dissolve all obstacles.
With one mind I bow to earth's door Bodhisattva, liberator of those in states of woe.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way place of mind is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. Earth's store Bodhisattva manifests in it, and I now manifest before Earth's door as I seek to dissolve all obstacles.
With one mind I bow to Samantabhadra Bodhisattva, holder of great vows.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way place of mind is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. Samantabhadra Bodhisattva manifests in it, and I now manifest before Samantabhadra as I seek to dissolve all obstacles.
With one mind I bow to Maitreya Bodhisattva, the future Buddha.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way place of mind is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. Maitreya Bodhisattva manifests in it, and I now manifest before Maitreya as I seek to dissolve all obstacles.
With one mind I bow to all the Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions and the 3 periods of time.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way place of mind is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. All the Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions and 3 times manifest in it, and I now manifest before all Bodhisattvas as I seek to dissolve all obstacles.
With one mind I bow to Mahakasapa Mahapajapati Ananda and all the elders of the immeasurable Sawaka Sangha.
The worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwined inconceivably. This way place of mind is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. All the elders of the Savaka Sangha manifest in it, and I now manifest before the great Sangha as I seek to dissolve all obstacles.
With one mind I bow to all the countless saints and sages of the Dharma realm,
the worshipped and the worshipper are empty and still in nature. The response and the way are intertwining conceivably. This way place of mind is like a wish-fulfilling pearl. All the countless saints and sages of the Dharma realm manifest in it, and I now manifest before all saints and sages as I seek to dissolve all obstacles.
With one mind I bow to the triple jewel on behalf of my parents, ancestors, and the family of all living beings. With one mind I bow on behalf of all the heavenly gods, dragons, dharma protectors, the spirits of empty space, the spirits of rivers and oceans, the spirits of fountains and springs, the spirits of streams and pools, the spirits of herbs, grasses and woods, the household spirits, the water spirits, the fire spirits, the wind spirits, the earth spirits, the mountain spirits, all the gods, dragons, devas, and spirits who protect those who hope mantras, each with his or her retinue on their behalf, I bow to the triple jewel.
The sutra says, if there are those who wish to recite and bear in mind this mantra and bring forth a heart of kindness and compassion for all living beings, they should join me in making these vows.
Namo, greatly compassionate Kuan Yin, I vow that I will quickly know all dharmas. Namo, greatly compassionate Kuan Namo, greatly compassionate Kuan Yin, I vow that I will quickly cross over the sea of suffering. Namo, greatly compassionate Kuan Yin, I vow that I will cultivate good skill in means. Namo, greatly compassionate Kuan Yin, I vow that I will cross all living beings over the sea of suffering. Namo, greatly compassionate Kuan Yin, I vow that I will soon attain precept samadhi and the way. Namo, greatly compassionate Kuan Yin, I vow that I will quickly dwell in the unconditioned. Namo, greatly compassionate Kuan Yin, I vow that I will soon unite with the Dharma nature body. Namo, greatly compassionate Kuan Yin, I vow that I will climb Nirvana mountain. Namo, greatly compassionate Kuan Yin, I vow that I will board the Prajna wisdom boat. If I face the hell's intense pain, hatred and despair, they will be transformed and disappear. If I face the hungry ghost, loss, anguish, burning need, hunger and thirst, they will become nourished and full. If I face the asuras, fast competition, merciless judgment and heartless disregard, their angry thoughts will be tamed. If I face animals bound by exploitation, fear, blind instinct and dullness, they will attain freedom and wisdom.
Namo Kuan Yin Pussa, 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 Namo Kuan Yin Pussa. Kuan Yin Bodhisattva said to the Buddha, World-honored one, if any living being who recites and holds the spiritual mantra of great compassion should fall into the 3 lower paths, I vow not to attain full enlightenment. If any living being that recites and holds this spiritual mantra of great compassion should not be reborn in any Buddha land, I vow not to attain full enlightenment. If any living being that recites and holds the spiritual mantra of great compassion should not attain immeasurable samadhis and eloquence, I vow not to attain full enlightenment. If any living being who recites and holds the spiritual mantra of great compassion should not obtain whatever they seek in this present life, then it cannot be the Dharani of the great compassion mind. Having spoken these words before the assembly, Kuan Yin Bodhisattva put her palms together, stood upright, and brought forth a thought of great compassion for all beings. She smiled broadly, and in this way spoke the wonderful spiritual phrases of the Dharani of great compassion, perfect, full, unimpeded, vast and great. The Dharani runs like this. Namo Ladanandolaye Namo Aliye Bolu Jedi Shambalaye Bodhisattva Mohasattva Mohajaluni Jayanan Sabanlava Sodanoda Sinamma Sijili Doi Mangali Balu Jidi Shafalalando Banamo Nolan Sili Moam Bando Samye Sambata Shupanga Shriyan Sapasado Namo Basan Namo Pajimo Fataro Dajitanana Palu Silu Jadi Jaladi Iksi Moha Bodhisattva Samba Samba Mola Mola Mosi Mosi Lito Yan Julu Julu Dulu Dulu Fashiyere Moha Fashiyere Dala Dala Dili Nisha Fall Jala Jala Momo Vama Lama Dili Shana Bola Jere Fasha Fasham Bola Jere Hulu Hulu Mala Hulu Hulu Sili Sola Sola Sili Sili Sulu Sili Bhakti and Bodhi and Buddha Buddha and Bidili and Dola Ginger Dili Shining Upaya Mona Soma Sitoye Soba Moha Sitoye Soba Sitoye Yeshupanaye Soba Nola Ginger Soba Mola Nola Soba Silu Sangha Mochaye Soba Soba Moha Sitoye Soba Chachila Sitoye Soba Bodo Moje Sitoye Soba Nola Ginger Panchelaye Soba Mopali Shamshelaye Soba Namo Ladanandolaye Namo Aliye Bolu Jedi Shambalaye Soba Nansi Dandu Mandola Batoye Soba Namo Ladanandolaye Namo Aliye Bolu Jedi Shambalaye Bayamo Asando Bayamo Anjaluni Jayanan Sapanlavaya Sodanoda Sinamma Sisili Toyi Mangali Parijidi Shafalalando Banamonola Jinja Sili Moan Bando Samye Sampata Shupangwashi Sapasado Namo Pasado Namo Padima Patado Dajitunana Palusilu Jari Jaladi Mahabodhisattva
extinction, notion, awaken, awaken, fashion, hulu, hulu, mo, hulu, hulu, sili, sola, sola, sili, sili, zulu, zulu, buddhiye, buddhiye, buddhoye, buddhoye, mili, nola, jinje, dili, shining, upaya, mona, sopa, sitoye, sopa, moha, sitoye, sopa, sitoye, shapanaye, sopa, nola, jinje, sopa, mola, nola, sopa, silu, sangha, muchoye, sopa, sopa, moha, sitoye, sopa, chachila, sitoye, sopa, bodo, moje, sitoye, sopa, nola, jinje, panchelaye, sopa, mokpali, shanchelaye, sopa, namo, aladanandolaye, namo, aliye, bolu, jede, shampalaye, sopa, nansi, gandoman, atoye, sopa, namo, aladanandolaye, namo, aliye, bolu, jede, shampalaye, bodhisattva, paya, moha, sattva, paya, moha, nijaye, nan, sapanlavaya, sodan, dodai, sinambo, sisilito, imangaliye, paruchiti, shufalalan, gopana, mondolai, sili, moha, bando, sanye, sampahata, shupanga, shiyan, sapasado, namo, basato, namo, baje, mokfata, ruda, jutana, palu, silu, jade, jaladi, sili, moha, bodhisattva, sapa, sapa, mola, mola, musi, musi, lito, yan, julu, julu, jam, dulu, dulu, fasciyede, moha, fasciyede, dola, dola, dili, lisha, hola, jela, jela, momo, famola, mudili, isi, shanda, shanda, wala, shampola, shele, fasha, fashan, pola, shaya, hulu, hulu, mola, hulu, hulu, si, sola, sola, sili, sili, sulu, sulu, buddhiye, buddhiye, buddhoye, buddhoye, midili, endola, jinja, dili, shining, upaya, mona, sopa, sitoye, sopa, moha, sitoye, sopa, sitoye, shupanaye, sopa, nola, jinja, sopa, mola, nola, sopa, silu, sangha, mujoye, suma, sopa, moha, sitoye, sopa, chachila, sitoye, sopa, bodo, moje, sitoye, sopa, nola, jinja, panchelaye, sopa, mopali, shanchelaye, sopa, namo, aladanandolaye, namo, aliye, bolu, jede, shampalaye, sopa, lansi, jandu, mandola, badoye, sopa. Namo Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. Namo Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. Namo Kuan Yin Bodhisattva.
I and all living beings from beginningless time have been constantly obstructed by ignorance of the 3 karmic actions and the 6 sense faculties, not knowing the essentials of escape, merely complying with birth and death, and not knowing the wonderful Dharma. Now, although I know, I continue, along with all other living beings, to be hindered by all kinds of difficult conditions. Now, before Kuan Yin and the Buddhas of the 10 directions, for the sake of living beings everywhere, I acknowledge harm I have done, and I return my life, making a clear intention to transform my unskillful tendencies, praying there will be protection and that offenses are dissolved. Everywhere, for the sake of all in the triple world, for living beings of the Dharma realm, I vow to transform greed, hatred, and delusion. Along with living beings from beginningless time, because of attachments and deluded views based on a distorted selfishness, I have committed countless unwholesome deeds. Therefore, on this day, I have come to trust deeply in cause and effect. I give birth to a healthy sense of remorse for harm done to self and others, and resolve to make amends by seeking the Buddha wisdom. Knowing that all dharmas are empty and still, for the sake of all living beings, I abandon the unwholesome tendencies and cultivate the good. I pray that Kuan Yin Bodhisattva will compassionately gather in this offering and receive it.
Namo
With the utmost sincerity of mind, I acknowledge harm I have done. This very mind, shared by all living beings of the Dharma realm, is fundamentally complete with the 1,000 Dharmas. It has in full all spiritual strength and the use of bright wisdom. Above, it equals the Buddha mind. Below, it is identical to all that lives. Beginningless dark movement blocks this still brightness. Contact with things dims and confuses it, and thoughts arise and bind it in attachments. In the midst of the sameness of dharmas arises the notion of self and other. In all existence, attachment and views are the basis, and unwholesome actions of body and speech are the conditions that give rise to all suffering. Killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying and unskillful speech, misuse of intoxicants, breaking the precepts of blameless living, slandering the triple jewel, not respecting saints and sages, and being confused regards right and wrong. Karmic actions such as these are measureless and boundless. In the midst of oppressive conditions from the past and present, I am obstructed in the dharmas of the path, and am hindered in my ability to become well seasoned in the cultivation of the way. Now, having met the perfect spiritual mantra of great compassion and the guidelines of blameless living according to the Bodhisattva path, I am able to quickly dissolve transgressions like these. Together, we acknowledge our heartbreak at the devastation and harm done to the bounteous sacred earth, to our ecosystems that are tortured due to our greed, to the multitudes of peoples decimated through wars, enslavement, oppression, the coveting of their land, theft of their resources, and the lack of respect for their rights, to the billions of animals and creatures who suffer abuse, death, and extinction at our hands, to the exploitation of the great oceans, rivers, magnificent forests, lakes, and waterways, mountain tops, minerals, and forms of life that cannot defend against our aggression. Therefore, on this day with utter sincerity, I recite and hold this mantra and return to Kuan Yin Bodhisattva and to all the great masters of the 10 directions. I bring forth the Bodhi mind and resolve to cultivate the practice of true words. I vow to extend awareness, care, and love to this great earth and to all who live upon her. Together with all living beings, we confess all wrongdoings, seeking freedom from all obstruction.
May the greatly compassionate Kuan Yin Bodhisattva protect and uphold us with 1,000 hands and illumine us with 1,000 eyes, so that we may realize the cessation of suffering. I vow to open the knowledge of my original wisdom and to be vigorous in helping the many kinds of beings escape the wheel of suffering. Now that acknowledgement of harm done and the vows of repentance and aspiration are made, I return my life to the triple jewel, the timeless refuge that leads all beings to the radiant heart that is our true home.
May all blessings generated from this practice adorn the Buddha's Pure Lands, repaying the kindness of the awakened ones, the ancestors, and all beings, while aiding those suffering in all realms. May all who hear this Dharma bring forth the resolve of Bodhi, of awakening. As we purify and transform obstructive karma, may we join together in one body, heart, and mind, sustaining the Bodhisattva intention in service of all.
Ah Offering the dedications of this practice as we pour the water signifies the overflowing, the traditional way, overflowing of blessings to reach out far and wide into all realms. For all beings everywhere, for this great earth, may we generate and share the blessings for all named and beyond without excluding any, including all beings, that all may be free, that they're true, that we may return to our true nature, that through the recitation of this ancient ceremony, that the frequency of the earth and all of us may be lifted as we enter more fully and commit to this stream of awakening, for the transformation of our own karma and of all beings, so that we may know liberation, healing, freedom, joy, and much well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, go well, dear friends. Thank you so much again for being with us. Take care, and let's keep holding everything that we're with at this moment. And of course, generating that out for all of us, internally, externally. May it be so. Thank you, everyone. Go well, and see you again soon.